Okay, so open up your bundle, take that off, and then they like spread them out. Pick one, right? This stalk right here you don't want, so pop them off. Pop the leaves off the stalk like that. Stalk, leaf. This is trash. Just put that to the side. Now just do the whole bundle. I take all of the leaves off the bundle. I'm sorry, all the leaf off the stalk. Some people like to keep a little bit of stalk on. I don't all the time. I keep the tip of it on. You see how dirty the leaves are? We're gonna clean these greens next. But you pull it all off the stalk. So you pull it all off the stalk. I'll show you what to do after you get one bushel or one bunch picked. Alright, we separated the stalks. Get out of here. And this is all of the leaves, right? So I'll stack them all on top of each other. I do like a roll. This is what I do. And I don't like big leafy greens, right? So you gotta slice it down. Slice it down, slice it down. Like this. Real thin. Right? And then I turn it and I just keep chopping it up till you got small pieces of greens.
Look.
There we go. All done. So now you got small pieces of greens, right? All right. I cleaned and sanitized my sink. This is what the greens look like before you wash them. See? Big bowl. That whole batch became this big bowl, right? I cut them up into pieces, and I'm about to put them in the sink and wash them. My sink, I have cleaned and sanitized it with cleaning vinegar and baking soda. So give me 1 second. Sink is cleaned and sanitized. Stopper was sanitized. And I'll pour them in one side of the sink. All of them go in here and I wash them. They all go in here. And I turn. Okay, so this is how I wash them. So, usually, I have a clean bowl here, and then they're washing. I'm going to turn the water off and show you what I do. So, I just turn, I rub them together. What you're doing basically is getting the dirt out of them, because collard greens come out the ground, right? So you don't want to eat gritty collard greens. So I normally wash twice. That's why I have this bowl sitting here. So I turn and rinse. Everybody does it differently. Some people put soap in their greens. I don't like that. But I don't knock nobody who does. I know people who do, and their collard greens still turn out good. They use a little bit of Dawn dish soap and wash them. I don't do that. I wash, turn, and I'm going to show you the order. So this is what I do. After I do all of that rinsing and washing, take them out and throw them in this bowl on the side of me. So I'm going to take all of these greens out, and I'm going to show you after that. Okay, so I got all of the greens out of the water, and I'm going to show you what it look like. Those are the clean, halfway clean greens, because I'm going to do it twice. This is the dirty water, right? So we're going to let this water out. We're going to let that go out. And then you're going to see, like, I can feel a little bit, they weren't too bad, but I could feel the grit in the bottom of the sink from the dirt. I put the strainer in there so that those greens don't go down my drain. But it was a little bit dirty. Not too bad. But I'm going to clean this sink and wash them one more time. Okay. Okay, so I got the greens soaking for the second time. I'm just let them sit in the water while I get the pot prepared. So I got a pot this size, stock pot. I don't have vegetable stock or vegetable broth. So what I do have is vegetable stock seasoning, water, and a bunch of other seasonings. So what I'm gonna do is get this water seasoned, turn the fire on medium. Get this done. So let me put this here. Show you what I'm doing. All right, my water is on. I'm gonna put this vegetable stock in here. Good amount in there. So, all right, we got vegetable stock went in. The heat is on medium. I filled this pot up halfway with water. Let me show you so you know how much water to put in there. Okay, so it's halfway filled with water. Vegetable stock seasoning in there. Some mixed herbs. I put a lot of stuff in my greens. It's different every time. To me, it comes out the same no matter what I do. Only way you can mess greens up is if you don't take your time. Some black pepper. You can be as heavy as you like. Onion powder. I put minced onions in here. I'm gonna put a sliced onion in here too, but I'll show you that later. Minced onion, garlic powder, and I put a little bit of salt, not a lot, because I can't have salt. So I know when I'm feeding other people, I try to use salt. I put bay leaves in here too. I put the bay leaves in, but I also don't. So the big leaves, you'd be able to pick it out, but I'll pick it out after the fact. But I put a couple of bay leaves in there too. So this is my one new seasoning that I've been using on everything. This is Tabitha Brown Sunshine seasoning. I put that on my greens. I like the way it smells. I don't put a lot. Believe me, it tastes good. I've been using this for a while now. And the main character, smoked turkey. I put smoked turkey in mine. Some people use ham hocks. I like the smoked turkey taste. I just put them in here and the chunks in here. Stir it up, season it up. But I put all of the whole pack in here. The whole pack, just like this. And I'm gonna put the lid on this pot. Let it simmer. While it's simmering, I'm gonna slice my onion up. You can use whatever onion you got. You can use a yellow onion. You can use a sweet Videla onion. You can use a red onion. I'm gonna use a red onion today. I'm gonna slice it up and throw it in there too. So here's my sliced onion. I'm just adding in the water and the broth. So this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna stir the broth up and show you how it goes. Okay, so I have the seasoning in this water. I seasoned it to make broth. I got a red onion in here. Yes, I used a red onion. Some people use yellow onions. I don't care. And I put smoked turkey in here. So this is what it looks like. Right? And all the seasonings are in there. And I'm gonna cover this and let this simmer for about 30 minutes. And then I'll show you what it looks like to add the collard greens to it. All right, so some time has lapsed and this is what the broth looks like now. It looks good and it smells good. You'll start smelling the aroma from the seasoning, the onions, the minced garlic in there, the minced onion in there, and the turkey. Here's the greens, all fresh and clean. And we're about to put them in the pot. Now, all these greens will fit in this pot. Greens cook down, so don't worry. And what I do is I do a little bit at a time. I fill it up enough to cover the water. I put it in there. Let me show you. Let me turn this right here. Whatever falls, just pick up. My stove is clean. In here. I put enough in here. I'm probably gonna put half this bowl in this pot. And then it's gonna cook down. And then once the pot cooks down, you add the rest. Yeah, so just put that in there. Let me show you what it looks like. And I just push that down in the broth. It smells amazing. These greens are gonna be so good. Let that, push that down in that water. You can even turn it a little bit so the meat can get all through there. That. Now we're gonna come back after I put the rest of the greens in here. I'm gonna cover this, let this cook for a while, and I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna take the lid off and show you what it looks like. This is after 1 hour. Oh, the steam. They look beautiful. Now, I'm gonna add the rest of these in the pot so that they can cook. They all go in the pot. Not a lot. All right. So they're in there. I got my tongs. We're gonna mix that in. Now, what I normally do is after these cook up, the rest of them start cooking, I am going to probably taste it and see if it needs more seasoning and season it some more. But I'm gonna put the lid on here, let that cook for another 30 minutes and check it. Okay, so after they done simmered for about 1.5 hours, the meat is starting to come off the bones. They are done. I'm gonna turn this down real low and just let it simmer. But here's what it looks like once it all starts to come together and fall apart. That's what it looks like. They are all done. And I already tasted them and they taste delicious. So that's how you make collard greens, and that is your final look.